Welcome back, everyone. Tonight we've got a Mars Hydro TS1000. This is an LED grow light that we picked up off of Amazon for about $150. This specific purchase does come in a kit, so we'll step through some of the auxiliary items after we get through the light. First thing you'll notice here on the top side of the light is the two boxes. One box is going to convert your electricity into the wall into whatever flavor that LED array needs below here. So you can see your wall outlet connection there. It does come with an additional cable to plug into the wall and convert from this connection to a wall connection. This cable right here you can see is plugged into the LED array below. It's very simple, nothing difficult about plugging this in here, and that's going to give your LED array power. The second box here is your dimming box. This allows you a variable light intensity, and the ports on the front allow you to connect multiple lights in series and control those lights uniformly with one dimmer control. An important note here is that you can pass the dimming signal between lights, but with this particular setup that we have here, you cannot pass the electrical power between lights. So each one of the lights in our grow tent is going to need an independent outlet, but we will have them connected together for uniform dimming intensity. So let's take this, flip it over, and get an idea of how bright this light actually is. So here you can see the grow light turned on with the lowest intensity setting that we have. You can see the meter at the bottom here is showing 134 milliamps. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this up and see how high these milliamps actually get up to. So we're just going to turn this dial all the way up to the maximum level. You can see that this is very bright. And you can just barely make out, looks like 1.2 amps that this light is drawing at full intensity. So we'll turn this light back down. Now one other piece of this light that I chose for a little extra protection is this aluminum shielding that's around the edge of this light. You'll notice that in the last portion of this video we had this light upside down on this table. I would not have done that if I didn't have this aluminum shielding here, and you can see this is a pretty solid depth. I like the aluminum shielding for the added protection. Usually this is put on here to eliminate lateral light loss. It focuses your light down below and doesn't allow any of that light to go off to the sides, the front, or the back. With us utilizing a grow tent, the aluminum hood is not as critical because the reflective material inside the grow tent. But for me, I wanted the added protection, so I got the aluminum hood, and we got two of these guys we're gonna throw in the tent next. Here we can see the auxiliary items that were included with this kit. You've got a timer here. This is a mechanical timer. It uses a physical pin that you're going to either raise or lower to either turn the power on or off during that cycle. These pins look like they're spaced out to give you 15-minute control. So every pin is going to give you 15 minutes of power supply and or no power supply. It also comes with a fairly cheap thermohydrometer. This is going to give you temperature, time, and humidity. So something that is very helpful is being able to monitor the humidity. Two of these came with both of these packages. I've got one per package, so I've got two of these total. So I'm going to be using this to monitor the inside of the grow tent as well as the outside of the grow tent, kind of see the differential there. This item here is the dimmer switch control cable. It looks a lot like a telephone cable. That's just going to connect our lights together. We've got some hooks to hang the lights here. This came with, looks like 4 hooks total to give you a really solid hanging with those lights from your bars, and plenty of cable here on the back end to get you all the way from the top to the bottom of your grow tent, as well as this very user-friendly manual here that really does a good job telling you how to put things together and how things should operate. The last thing I wanted to show you that Mars Hydro did include is these stickers. So pretty cool stickers here that came with this from Mars Hydro. Gonna have to find a great spot on the grow tent. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Mars Hydro, for shooting these in with the package. Pretty cool deal there. Let's get this light hung up and I'll show you the setup we're going to use. So we've got both lights up in the tent over here. We've got the dimmer switches connected together so you're actually able to control both of the intensities with one dimmer switch. Right now we've got them set to 10% output. We're drawing about 250 milliamps with both of these lights. So that's about 125 milliamps per light. As we turn this intensity up all the way to 100%, you can see the pictures on the bottom getting a little whitewashed from the intensity. I will say that it's not uncomfortable without sunglasses, but it's definitely getting there. This amp draw at 100% output is going to be 2.5 amps or about 1.2 amps per light fixture. So once again, we have these daisy chained together on the dimmer switch, but the power outlet is actually independent. So each one of these lights is plugged into its own outlet, but they are connected through the dimmer switch there to control them both. You'll notice as you turn these up to full intensity that nothing gets louder. There's no fans on here, there's no activated components. It is passively cooled, which is actually why I made the decision to purchase these lights. And as I take my hand here and I touch the light fixture itself, I can feel some warm pieces, but nothing here is so hot that it is uncomfortable for me to touch with a bare hand. I hope this review will allow you to make an educated decision as to whether or not these lights are going to be a good fit for you and your growing operation. If you want to see the other components that we're going to be putting together with this particular grow tent build, go ahead and like and subscribe and go check out our channel.